I'm going to have to edit that out, I know. I know I'm going to have to edit that out. Which reminds me. Hello. Hi. Hello, hello, hello. So listen, I had to do that. Hi, Mitsumi. I hope I said that correctly. So listen, I was able to come back and I can speak slowly. Hi, Billy. Thank you guys so much for joining. Sinala, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. Hello, Cow Froggy. How are you? How are you? If this is your first time being introduced to me, please put a 1 in the chat. Please put a 1 in the chat if this is your first time with me. Hi, Selena. Thank you so much for coming back. Awesome, awesome. So I am Jen, the Grant Guru. I have close to 30 years of experience in grant writing, grant research, and grant review. Not only, not only do I do grants, but I also work in the nonprofit, right? I'm a nonprofit leader. I have worked in big nonprofits over my 30-year career. Hi, Susan. Thank you so much for joining. So I now help organizations not only identify grant funding that best match the needs of their program, but I also help organizations make sure, hey, that they have the infrastructure for sustainability funding, right? Because in addition to grant funding, you also need to take advantage of the other streams of income to sustain your organization, particularly just here for a while. Awesome, awesome. You can listen to the replay. Thank you so much for joining. So as I was on just a few minutes ago, literally, today is, what is that beeping noise? I don't know what that is. So I answer questions regarding your fundraising needs, your organizational needs. I answer questions regarding how to identify appropriate funding for your programs, things like that. Not only do I answer those questions, but I also do trainings. Currently, we are in a grant writing boot camp. Hi, I'm Yada. Thank you so much for joining. I'm in a grant writing boot camp right now where I am training nonprofit organizations on how to, get grant ready, right? Making sure that their organizations are in the best position possible, not just to write a grant, but to receive the grant funding. So not only am I a grant writer, a grant researcher, but I'm also a grant reviewer. What that means is that I work with nonprofit, I work with foundations and some federal government agencies to determine which grant proposals are actually funded. Yes, yes, yes. Live reviewers, greetings, greetings, greetings to all of you. Thank you for coming back. If you were here a few minutes ago when I was here, or if you're just now joining, thank you, thank you, thank you. So listen, guys, I wanted to announce a training that I am doing next Wednesday. Next Wednesday. It is a training. It will be a live training, right? So you'll be able to log in either live with me and whoever else is in the room or on the phone. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. And I will be training on not just fundraising, but making sure that your organization has a plan for financing your organization. What does that mean? That means that I want to share with you how you can take your program that you want to ask for grant funding and also identify how you can incorporate other streams of income by asking for that one program, right? So not only do I write grants, but I'm also an overall fundraiser. I have been raising funds for organizations for close to 30 years. So I work with major donors. I work with creating systems for annual donors. I work with how to come up with your corporate sponsorships and events, in-kind donations. Again, all of these streams of income to help support and organize and help support the overall organization, organizational fundraising. All right, which leads to your sustainability. When you are applying for a grant, A grantor is wanting to see your organizational budget. They want to see what is your income generating plan. I am 23 characters over, unable to share on Twitter. Oh, dang. Just take out one of them hash marks. Yeah, just take out one of them hashes. Thank you, however. Thank you. So what I want to do is make sure that you have the tools that you need to not only fund your program via grant, but that your organization has also thought about how long-term, what is your yearly plan? How are you communicating that plan to your board, to your staff, to your potential staff, to your volunteers? If many of you guys are like in that waiting period, you've already sent off for your 501c3 and you're waiting for the notification to come back from your state. These are the things that you want to get in place now, so that once you receive your notification, or as you are planning and thinking about what is it that I want to do, understanding your program is going to be key. You can ask various groups of funders on that one program, right? Whatever your program is, I can show you how to ask corporations, how you can ask individuals, major donors, how you can ask for in-kind donations. You are in the waiting process, then you absolutely want to start putting your internal systems in place. You want to start the conversations around not only how are we going to fund a program, right, or your mission, but what is the sustainability plan, right? How are we going to start thinking about communicating the needs? If it's identifying who your community partners should be, if it's identifying who else within your community can help you, if there are funders in your community that you now need to start building relationships with now, before your nonprofit started, because that will help you then begin the credibility process, right? Because as a funder, as a grantor, that we're looking at how are you demonstrating and communicating in your writing, because it's all writing, and grant writing is a competitive process. So you're wanting to know, who are the relationships that I need to start building now? How do I start identifying the funders? Is this relates to USA only? Well, applications I have found, I've worked in Canada. I've done some work in Canada. I've done some work in Africa. The grant writing process is the grant writing process. Applications are applications. And so the systems regarding your program communicates and translates into any application. Yes.